Hey everybody, it's Miss Tinker. This is the video that goes along with your assignment to read our News to You story of the week. Now you have a couple choices this week because I was able to print the story out ahead of time. You can just listen to me read the story, and then you can do the worksheets and the questions that go with it, or you can listen to me read it and follow along in your work binder. I made you guys a copy. It will be behind the clear. If you can see that on there. The clear tab is where that work will be. In the future, I may not be able to make copies necessarily, but we're going to try it for this week. All right, let's get started. The first thing we do is we look at the date for where our news story, when our news story article was published. This one was published in August 2020. You know how News to You stories normally have the week date, but because this one was printed or published in the summer, it still just has it by the month and the year. Our headline or title is School Year Decisions. All right, let's begin. A new school year starts soon in the U.S. This school year may be different because of the coronavirus. The coronavirus spreads from person to person. School leaders do not want it to spread in schools. Go to the next page. School leaders want to keep students and teachers healthy. They want students to learn, too. School leaders are making decisions for their schools. Some school leaders want students to learn in classrooms. Some school leaders want students to learn online. Some students will learn in classrooms this school year, but being in classrooms may be different. Schools may have new rules to keep students healthy. Students may need to wear face masks. Teachers may need to wear face masks too. Students may sit farther apart in classrooms. They may not go to shared spaces like gyms. Students may have their temperatures checked. They may need to wash their hands more often. School leaders hope the new rules keep everyone healthy. Some students will learn online this school year. Many of these students will learn at home. These students may use laptops, tablets, or computers. Teachers will send schoolwork to students. Students may have classes online. They may use cameras to see each other. Students may see their teachers and classmates online. They may talk to each other online too. Parents and caregivers may help students learn online. Some students will learn both in classrooms and online. Students may learn in classrooms on some days. They may learn online other days. Rules may change during the school year too. School leaders will make decisions about the rules. Learning is important. School leaders want students to learn. They want to keep students and teachers healthy too. School leaders are making decisions about their schools. What will your school do this school year? You guys know, right? We're starting the first part of this year, the first 6 weeks online, and we'll see what happens after that. But we're going to be doing all the things that the article talks about. Okay, so people in the news. Who did we just read about? School leaders. School leaders are getting ready for a new school year. School leaders include principals, guidance counselors, teachers, superintendents, and more. Many school leaders work in schools. Many school leaders work with students. Oh, we always think it's funny when they do place in the news and choose the U.S., right? A new school year starts soon in the U.S. Cities across the U.S. have schools. The first U.S. public school opened in 1635. This school year is still open now. This school is in Boston, Massachusetts. All right, so we're not going to necessarily do cooking this week. I just skipped over it. But in the future weeks, Miss Ganelli and I talked about how we might do little cooking classes with you guys after we get started and everybody is kind of in the swing of getting online together. I want to show you guys, well, first, here's the joke page. I know Jessica and Colleen and a couple of you would be upset with me if I skipped over this. But it's knock, knock. Who's there? Sit. Sit who? Sit time to go to school. Wah, wah, wah. I have a joke. Tell me. What animal goes to school at night? I don't know. What? An alphabet. Ah ha ha ha. All right, I want to show you something really quick, you guys, because in your binders, right after your copy of the story, you guys have this page. You guys have done this before, but you're going to circle the pictures about school year decisions. Only circle the ones that have something to do with the story. So, for example, students. Was the word students in the story? Yes. So you're going to circle it. Versus here's an example that you wouldn't circle, crops. Crops didn't have anything to do with the story we read about, so you wouldn't circle that one. The next page you have is the review page. So this is the multiple choice questions you are going to do, probably with some help. The first one, for example, what is the paper about? You're either going to choose Mulan movie, the ocean cleanup, or school year decisions, right? For this one, the right answer would be school year decisions. There's also, if some of you prefer using Google Classroom Forms, for this week, you do have the choice. There's a form. I'll show you when we go back to our classroom. And you can choose to do that. I also gave you guys this puzzle page, okay? You guys know how to do that. So you find 6 across, go down to 6 and then across, and you're going to write this word, healthy. I'm going to skip over that one. I didn't give you, this one is the next page, okay? And some of you guys can write answers. Some of you guys might talk about it using either your iPad or a conversation with a guardian or a family member, and then they can write down the answer for you. Or this might just be something that we discuss during our weekly one-on-one, okay? So you guys decide how best with your ability that you can fill this out, just like we do at school. But the first question is, what do you like best about school? Who is a school leader in your school? And what rules do you have at home? Okay, so that's the last page that you will have that's kind of right after your article. But let me show you, because you also have, inside of our classroom, you're going to find this, all of this, under your week 1 assignments, news to you school year decision. So you'll click on it. You have your directions right here, and then you guys have a copy of the story if you want to use it this way. You have a form that if instead of doing it in your binder, taking a picture and sending it to me or uploading it into Google Classroom, you can choose this. And then for some of you, I know that you guys always like the extra worksheets that go along. And so I did upload them into here. They are not required. These are only if you guys want some extra practice, you want to work on some skills, you have some free time. If you finish them, I'd love to see them. But if not, I understand too. It's the first week of school. All right. So when you are done with that, you're done with this part of your schoolwork for the week. All right.